about financial literacy development, which is hopefully going to help you all become more self-sufficient as you now begin your college career. Anybody give me an idea of what they think about when they hear the term financial literacy? Anybody? Yes.
I actually took a class like that in high school where they talks about budgeting and the importance of financial planning.
Right, good. Anybody else? No? Okay. It's about how to live on your own and be financially independent. And what we're going to talk about in this session is the philosophy and the mindset and thought process of how you live your life so that eventually you could be financially independent. Now, going to college from high school, many of you may be living in a dorm, living on your own, and you may be responsible for your living expenses, correct? How many is going to be responsible for their living expenses? How many is going to be paying their own bills for their living expenses? Okay, so this is the beginning of your journey for your financial life. And it's important, and the reason Mrs. James has asked me to come speak with you today, is it's important that you begin making good, correct decisions early so that you don't have problems when you graduate down the road. The two mindsets that I'm going to talk about are in conjunction with one another. It's not one or the other. They both are going to work together. And again, if you look at some very successful people, some had a lot of luck, but others, it's the way they think. And because of the way they think, that has made them financially independent and successful. The first thought process is my motto here. And this is the front cover of a handbook that I wrote for college seniors getting ready to graduate and going into the workforce for the first time. But you as freshmen, this motto still applies because you're going to begin your financial life, and it's important that you start thinking this way. Now, what this motto represents is the maze of life. Okay? And as young kids, elementary school, middle school, even high school, this maze may be, do I want to go to dance class? Do I want to take art classes? Do I want to play football? Do I want to play soccer? Basic kind of decisions, and you're working your way through life. When I talk about financial literacy, this maze is a minefield. Does anybody know why, when you're talking about financial literacy, this maze becomes a minefield? Anybody have any idea? How about I give you a hint? It's the difference between my money and your money. Anybody have an idea what it could be from that? No? Okay. You have X amount of dollars. Everybody wants your money. And what's your goal?
To keep it.
To keep it. Your goal is to keep as much of your money for you. So you're going to go through life, and the electric company is going to want some of your money, and then the phone company, and the credit card companies, and the banks, and everybody's going to want a piece of your money. So that's why I call this the minefield, because your thought process is going to be, how can I get those things and still keep as much money for me? And the way you do that is through the motto, which says, research and question is going to give you choices in order to make decisions that will yield you dollars and therefore financial independence. Okay? So, the main thing I want you all to learn from this is research. In other words, do your homework. This may be time-consuming, okay? But what I'm going to say to you is, as you progress through life, you can't afford not to spend the time doing the homework, doing the research. Because if you don't spend the time doing the homework and doing the research, you may make decisions that aren't as good as they could be. Therefore, you may be paying more money for something you shouldn't. So, the key to this success is you research what it is you want to purchase or need. You question anything you don't understand. Don't let people blow you off. Ask your family, ask your friends. Continue to ask the questions until you get the satisfaction of the answer that you're looking for. Then you're going to get a selection of choices. And based on these choices, you should be able to make the best decision for you. Now, the best decision for you may not be the best decision for you, or you, or you. But it's the best decision for you. Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay? Let's take an example. Two of them. One, dog food. Or it could be laundry detergent, or napkins, or anything. But I'm picking dog food. How many people have a dog? Okay? Where do you go, or where does your mom or dad go to purchase the dog food? PetSmart? Walmart? Okay. Do we know why they go to a PetSmart or a Walmart?
Price.
Price might be one.
Convenience.
Convenience?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that your parents went through a process to figure out where the best place was to purchase that dog food?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like why? Do you know what it costs to buy dog food at the grocery store? Anyone? You're always at the grocery store. Wouldn't it be convenient just to, as you're going down the dog food aisle, just put that dog food right in the cart? Wouldn't that make sense? Hmm? Yeah. How much does it cost for a can of dog food at the grocery store? Anybody?
No.
The dog food I used to purchase was 99 cents a can. At the discount store, it was 75 cents a can or 69 cents a can, depending on what discount store it went. And if you go to the wholesale club, in bulk, it could be 60 cents. Now, what you have to consider on simple items is the wholesale food place doesn't carry the brand that I like for my dog. So for me, it makes more sense to go to the discount. But then you're doing the whole thought process around what type of food am I going to feed the dog. Some dogs may not be able to use the normal brand of dog food. So they may have to buy a special kind of dog food because they may be allergic or something like that. So the point I'm trying to make to you is not just run out and buy. There's a thought process to financial literacy, and it starts with very, very simple items like dog food. Another one that I'll just briefly share with you is laundry detergent, because this is going to apply to college students.